people out there, show people out there who are just starting guitar how to finger pick some very pretty chords. I'm using a Silvertone SD50. Here's the 3 chords that we're going to use, and you might want to put this on pause at some time and look at it very carefully on pause. It's an A major 7th, a D major 7th, and a G11th, which some people will call G7 suspension, but I'm going to call it G11. And I'm going to show you how you can use this to pick these notes. Right here, if you're new to guitar, this is the top of the guitar, and this is the head up on top. That's the name of the chord, A major 7th. That's the head of the guitar. This is 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. This is a 6th string, 5th string, 4th, 3rd string, 2nd string, and 1st string over here. So what you're going to do on that A major 7th, you're going to start playing that, and you're going to strike with your thumb the 5th string. Then using your index finger and the finger next to your index finger, you're going to strike the other strings, but you're always going to use your thumb for the bass note. So you'll put your fingers there on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, the 1st fret of the 3rd string, and the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and that makes for an A major 7th, and I'll show you how to do this on the video. But the picking pattern is at the bottom, so you strike the 5th string with your thumb, and then you strike the 3rd string, the 2nd string, the 1st string, the 2nd string, and the 3rd string. And then you change chords to a D major 7th. And that's the 2nd fret. You can bar there with your index finger or your 2nd or your middle finger if you like to play that D major 7th, but it's the 2nd fret of the 1st string, 2nd string, and 3rd string. The picking pattern is with your thumb, the 4th string, it's at the bottom there. Then with your index or your 2nd finger next to your index, you'll strike 3, 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string, 2nd string, and 3rd string. And then you'll go back to doing the A major 7th one more time. That will be the 3rd chord. So the 1st chord is A major 7th, 2nd chord is D major 7th, 3rd chord is back to A major 7th. And then your 4th chord is going to be this G11 down here. And you can see that the fretting for that is the 2nd fret of the 3rd string and the 2nd fret of the 5th string. The picking pattern is at the bottom there. You strike the 5th string with your thumb. And then you do the 3rd, the 2nd, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd strings with your index or your finger next to your index, your middle finger, whichever you're comfortable with. And then you're going to go back and you're going to end this back up on an A major 7th using that same picking pattern there. So you're going to do 5 chords, A major 7th, D major 7th, back to A major 7th, down to G11, and then you end with the one you started on, A major 7th, and use those chords. Now there's the chord pattern at the bottom. If you want to look at the very bottom, it's A major 7th, D major 7th, A major 7th again, down to G11th, and ending up on what you started off with, which was A major 7th. And I'll go through these patterns with you, and I'll explain how they're done. Alright, I'm going to show you. I guess I better back up and get the guitar in here more. I'm going to show you how to play these. Looking at your diagram, we're going to start out with A major 7th, and I'll show you up here, I guess down here, the A major 7th again. It's on that diagram. It's like this. This is the way I play it. I'd leave my 1st finger off because switching is way easier. Now if you have to play it this way, you can do that with your 1st finger on this 1st fret of the 3rd string. But the better way is leave that 1st finger out of there and use the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th fingers like this. Your 2nd finger would be on the 3rd fret, your 3rd finger would be on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and then your pinky or little finger would be on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. So the picking pattern is 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3 like this. So we use our thumb for the bass. That's the A major 7th. And then you change to a D major 7th, which I play this way. And the picking pattern is you hit the bass with your thumb. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then you go back and repeat that 1st chord, the A major 7th, like this. And then you're going to go to a G11th, and if you look at your diagram, that's the 2nd fret of the 5th string and the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And And I don't use my first two fingers at all in that because it's easier to change back to the A major 7th if you just use your little finger and your third finger for that G11. But if you have to, you can play it like this. That would be okay. Or you could even play it like this, but you're changing back to that A major 7th will be harder if you do it that G11 that way, but you could do it. The way I play it again is with my pinky and my third finger because I can change way faster back to the A major 7th that way. But let's play that G11th now. It's the 5th string as the bass note with your thumb, and then 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, like this. Like this. So I'm going 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. You put it together like this. Okay, I'm going to do it two times here at the end. I'm going to play it the way that I've written it up for you here, and then I'm going to play it the second time the way that my right hand has come to learn it, and your right hand will learn it the way that it likes it also. So here's the way it's written up. And here's the way my right hand's come to pick it.